Presenter of the programme, David Jackson, just talking about your goal there, raving about it. Actually, even called you the Geordie Messi. You tell me about it.
Yeah, it was something that we said was on at half time for both wingers. You know, he brought Kai into the game, and the switch was on all day off the centre back, off the centre mid, where you're seeing us getting behind 3 or 4 or 5 times. The same with Kai, and it was a matter of time before one of them come off like it did, and obviously just happy that it was the winner.
I was going to say you had to bide your time a bit today.
Yeah, it's going to be the same every game. You know, teams are going to sit in the way we play and make it hard for us. It's not going to be a given. So we've got to work it out. And I thought after half time we worked it out when the gaffer switched the formation.
Yeah, Ian Burchnall mentioned that there was an air of frustration amongst the players despite winning 3-2. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, you're seeing the first half hour, 35, 40 minutes. We kept the ball, but it was a lot of sideways back passes. It was hard to break them down, to be honest, because like you said before, they're quite a good team. They pressed us well, and we had to do that, change the formation at half time to get us into the game where we wanted to be. Obviously it worked in the second half a lot better.
At times when there is that kind of sideways passing, backwards passing, it's necessary. You know, you've got to set these things up. There's a need for patient build-up, but at times the fans air their frustration with it not coming forward quicker. As one of those players that's in the further forward positions, do you share their frustration at times?
Yeah, sometimes, but it's just stuff we work on. You know, we're doing it for a reason. At the end of the day, we don't want to play sideways and backwards passes. If we feel like it's not on down the left-hand side, we'll come out and go down the right, and if it's not on, we'll go down the left. And we've just got to bide our time really if we want to play that, because a gap will eventually open like it did for Kyle's goal. I think if we didn't concede in the first half, people would have said it was a good performance really, because of how we kept the ball and scored and opened them up.
Just going back to your goal for a moment, we've seen a few times in previous games already early this season you cutting off of that right hand side onto your left foot, and either the shot's gone just wide or it's been blocked or whatever. Did it feel like one of them was coming for you?
Yeah, it did. To be honest, it was a sitter against Torquay in my opinion. But obviously, it's nice to get back on the score sheet today in similar style.
Looking at this season, then you're back in the mix again after having to sit out for so long last year. Just talk me through the relief of being out there again.
Yeah, it's my job at the end of the day. It's what I love doing and it's what I want to do. Last year, obviously sitting in the stand up there, it wasn't easy. It was really tough watching the lads when I thought I could have impacted a lot of the games. Just delighted to be back really. I'm loving it every day. I love training, I love getting the game days.
Do you feel like you've gotten to the bottom of whatever it was that was keeping you out for most of last season?
Yeah, it seemed to totally be, that pain's totally gone away now, you know. One, probably going to get another niggle at some point, but that's just football at the end of the day. It happens, hopefully not, but it's gone well so far.
Just finally, how different is this group then compared to last season's group? The one that, I mean, your last start prior to the start of this season was like November last year, so how different is the football club?
Yeah, I think, I don't really need to say it, to be honest.
You're short
in my opinion, they're the games last year we would have lost, the same with Torquay. But there's a real grit around the squad now, never say die attitude like you've seen it against Torquay. We've done well to get a point, but it should have been 3, and today we come from behind to get the 3 points.
Lovely having the fans back in, I guess, as well, singing your name.
Yeah, it's great, always great to have the fans back in. It was a real miss last year. They're the 12th man on the pitch.